Hello and welcome to today's video as we cover KT Rolster from the LCK. Making it to Worlds, how about that? That's good for them. A team that we thought had a chance as a 4 seed with D plus Kia. And for the first time in D plus Kia's history, they are not at this event. KT, with their mid-jungle of BDD and Cuz, have made a massive improvement from last year, and more so returning to what got them here in 2023 with Cuz and BDD. Those two really make this team go. They've been together a long time. We look back all the way to I think 2017, 2018 when they were together on Longshu Gaming. You know, if this meta goes mid jungle focused at Worlds, if that's what ends up sticking and occurring, this team has potential to not. I don't think it has potential to win, but the potential to really be competitive against the best of the best because Cuz and BDD are an elite mid jungle duo. So 2023, this team dropped out in quarters. We have Perfect in top lane, 21 years old. You're going to notice here I have in pink 17 games, 8 games, and 27 games. That's because that's how many games these three players played in Challengers this season. This team has made a lot of changes and ended up going back to what was, I think, the second attempt at this roster in winter. They replaced Perfect with Casting for a little while. They replaced Duck Down with Poddock, and Peter joined after Wei began the season, and they went back and forth. And in the end, they stuck with Peter. They got here. Like I said, it goes through the mid-jungle. So, Perfect, 21 years old, 3 KDA, 51 KP, 7.6 CS per minute. These numbers are a tad lower. We're looking at KP around 50, so half of the team's involvement, 7.6 CS per minute. Less farm than you would like. Not only this, we have to factor in that 17 of these 112 games were at a lower level of play. So, when we think of this number, this data set, we have to look at it like, well, the number should actually be boosted a bit, not nerfed, because he's playing worse players. 1.43 ROI, 0.1 share differential. Really didn't give his teams damage relative to gold, but it makes sense. Look at his resources. More of a weak side, tankier top laner at his best. 2.33 vision efficiency. Now, what's rough is he's behind 166 gold and 117 XP. In the LCK, that's fine, but in Challengers, you'd like that number to be higher. Overall, maybe it is worse in the LCK when we really take those 17 games out. Regardless, that is where KT struggles the most, is the top lane. I think Perfect is going to have his hands full at this event. 17 solo kills, 16 champions played in 112 games. In the jungle, we have Cuz. One of the better junglers in the LCK this season, if we take all his stats into account. Very underrated at 25 years old. 4 KDA, 74 KP, 6.6 CS per minute. This team definitely fights together, these four, in a ball with Perfect in the side lane, all above 70%. And we look at some teams about the last few days with 60% mid laners, mid 50s top laners. This team definitely is a four-man wrecking crew. 1.22 ROI, negative 2.7 share differential. One of the best junglers in this tournament at vision efficiency. He is very good at ward placement and setting up objectives at 5.58. 75 gold, 35 XP ahead, so essentially even. 9 solo kills, 19 champions played 114 games. Internationally, he is 14 and 10. 2.3 KDA, 71 KP. Keep in mind, we're looking back at 2017, 2018 with some of these numbers. So, 0.77 ROI and a 4.6 CS per minute. Back then, it was not high resource junglers. It was low resource, more tankier options. 64 gold, 7 XP ahead, 1 solo kill. BDD in mid, 26 years old. Some people say he's the best performing player in the world right now. I definitely do not agree. I don't think BDD has ever been the best player in the world. Is he a very good player? Yes. At this event, I don't think he is a top 2. Easily not a top 2 mid laner. So at that point, then we look a little deeper, and we'll dig a little deeper at that point. But BDD is best as a facilitator with Cuz, making things happen for his side lanes. 71 KP, 4.5 CS per 71 KP, 4.5 KDA, 8.7 CS per minute. 1.59 ROI, 3.4 share differential, 244 vision efficiency. Laning wise, he went even in the LCK. I expect him to be fine against lower level of play. At this event, we're looking at the minor region or LEC, LTA, LCP players in mid. Behind 68 XP, 18 solo kills, 23 champions, played in 114 games. Internationally, 37 wins, 27 losses. 2.8 KDA, 70 KP, 860 CS per minute. These numbers track with what we see in the LCK. The KP is the same, farm is the same. This is the type of player BDD is. It's just it is who he is. And he's very good at it. Think of like a Zhao Hu style player, really, in the LCK. He just hasn't gotten a chance to go to Worlds as many times in MSI like Zhao Hu has, and Zhao Hu obviously performs well at international events, but a similar type of player in terms of expectations. 1.21 ROI. Laning wise, does very well. 177 gold, 140 XP ahead. Like I said, against those lower mid laners, he does his job. 13 solo kills. 80 carry Duck Dom. One of the best Aphelioses in the world, normally. Played in 2022 with D Plus at Worlds, or Damwon Key at the time, or Damwon Game, whatever the fuck they were called during that year. 4.3 KDA, 71 KP, 89 CS per minute. Never was very high resource. Never very high farm out of him. 1.67 ROI, 4.6 share differential, 257 vision efficiency. So this team over the entirety of the year, really, not that dominant. They won a series against Gen G and are at Worlds. I really don't know. This team really struggled at times. Like I said, they made a lot of changes because Duck Dom, behind 210 gold, 164 XP, in 8 of his 114 games were played at a lower level of play. We take the gold difference into account. Hell, 118. So 118 ahead for Cuz BDD. Now it's negative 48 when we take imperfect. 258 for Duck Dom. 59. So 199. This team is behind on average 200 gold at 15 minutes. Against lower teams, I expect them to be very I think lower teams are going to be competitive against them. And it's going to truly come down to who plays better on the day, in my opinion. I think KT really just mixes in with the rest of those LEC, LTA, and LCP teams. But, yeah, against the top dogs, they beat Gen G, but I don't know how much they can replicate that. 14 solo kills, 19 champions played for Duck Dom. In 2022, he had a 7-5 record. 3.8 KDA, 67 KP, 8 CS per minute, 131 ROI, up 658 gold, 298 XP. Him and Beryl that year? No, Beryl played with DRX. Kellen. Duck Dom was with Kellen, and maybe it was the year they had Bible. Was that 2023? Either way, very good laning phase for him. Peter at support, 22 years old, 3.5 KDA, 74 KP. He also drives a bus. Him and Cuz trying to make things happen the most, 3 out of every 4 kills, but like I said, it's really a 4-man wrecking crew. 81 ROI, 197 vision efficiency, up a bit of gold, down a bit of XP, 19 champions played in 127 games, 27 of those games at a lower level of play. Score is the coach. Score was the coach of Gen G prior, going 8-1 in best of 1 setting internationally, 1-0 in best of 3s, and 3-4 in best of 5. So, that's it for this team. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, become a YouTube supporter, and hope to see you again tomorrow.